go and help out on the front lines. So, what have we got here? Palace Guard. Actually, that's not a good idea. But this glaive's a dead man. So we're going to wait till his unit is not controlled before we go and attack it. One of the things that you should remember always is that if you can kill the hero first, the unit becomes easy game. And sometimes even the hardest unit can get cleaned up nice and easily once the hero's dead. So there you go. Good lesson for you. Let's get on back. Hey boys and girls, it's KnightStalker here. Welcome along today to Hidden City Siege. Check it out. Today we're going to bring in the Axe Raiders because they're very, very nasty in these little alleyways and things like that, and they're kind of just yuck and super OP, so we should have a decent game with them. I'm going to bring the Pavise Crossbows because in that last point, there's a couple of good corners that you can hide them in where they can do really good damage and be mostly protected, and it's really hard for the enemy to push in, except for like there's a back way. Kind of like directly from the previous supply point, capture point, that they can sneak in, but we'll deal with that at the time. And we're going to bring the Prefecture Guard because I need a moderate unit just to start the game with as the enemy push up over the walls. And these guys are a little bit tanky, they do a little bit of damage, and they're okay. Hopefully we should do at least something with them in that initial surge push. Looking down the teams, we've got fairly balanced teams. We don't have too many pikes, too many mauls, or too many muskets. So that is good to see. Alrighty, let's get on with this. Don't forget, boys and girls, if you're buying anything in the My Games web store, this little thing on screen right now, you can use my code KnightStalker. And if you buy any of these little packs that give you all sorts of attires and things like that, that will support the channel and help me make more great content. Anyway, for now, let's get on with murdering people in the face. Preferably in the face, because you can see the lights of their eyes as they, I don't know, fade out, or something else brutal. I'm not going to give up my day job and start writing, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm going up this way with the Prefecture Guard. The concept here is that I want to stand on the other side, and I want them to focus on me, and then I'm going to charge them in the back. That's the plan. We'll see if the ambush works, eh? Oh, well, neither of us got it, I guess. What should we do now? Melee Hero 101. What do you do when you don't have a siege artillery piece? I'm going to go get this one. Huh. But I wanted it. Good, good, good. Good murdering. Anyway, there's your health back. Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't know. What should we talk about? Should we talk about artillery versus the incoming siege engines? See those yellow shields on the siege engines? Those are Martellori that are pushing the siege engines. Those are the 30 leadership mercenary unit. Very good mercenary unit. We've got javelins and stuff. And what they do is that golden shield means that siege tower takes less damage when it's being hit by our siege artillery. Now, it is quite a bit less. It's something like, I don't know, 10 or 15%, somewhere there. I have not actually tested it. But it's actually a very good ability to have. And the Martellori themselves take 10% less damage when getting shot, pushing siege. And they also get another damage reduction while getting shot because they have a shield. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you here is that if you can ever... Unless you can ever, you can actually ever afford the Martellori, they are the unit that you really, really want to get in terms of mercenary. Like a lot of people will go for the Black Dragon Archers simply because they're the cheapest to buy. Don't do that. Don't do that. The Black Dragon Archers are terrible. Absolutely terrible. Not as terrible as the CSAG Death Dealers, which are probably the worst unit in the game. Yeah, Evo did a video on it if you want to go and see that. But what was he thinking? But yeah, save your money, your silver or your real dollars. Save them for. This is what we want to do. Watch. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. No, don't look at them. Don't look at them. Look at me. But yes, save up for Martellori. These guys, Hammer Bros. I'm going to be forced to fight them. It's unfortunate. That's going to get my unit murdered. Can we bring enough of them back? Run down here, guys. I might save half of you. Oh, another unit of them. Ah! Alright. Well, I guess we'll just tank. We'll tank for the javelins. Now, the javelins did very poorly there. They mostly... They mostly missed. They should use the 1 key. Run away, javelins. Run away, javelins. Javelins, run away. What were you thinking? That's a shame. Imperial Javelins do great, huge damage, and they're very good at sniping heroes. They can even fight in melee, but one thing they can't fight in melee is Grandpas. Grandpas are far too beastly. And these guys are going to get murdered by the Grandpas as well. I'll see if I can tank for them, but it's not going to go well. It's only so long I can take these hits for. 2 Grandpa units. Oh, man. Oh, man. We just fed them. Those heroes and those units are just absolutely laughing. Such is life. Alright. You know how you deal with Grandpas? I know how to deal with Grandpas. It's easy. You take the 2-click warriors. You tap the 1 key. You click where you want them to go. And then you laugh. Mwahahaha. Alright. Come on, Axie boys. Let's head on up the stairs. Get some cardio in before they capture the A point. I don't know if we can stop this. I'd like to kill those archers, actually. Okay, so they got caught on the corner. We're going to not be able to do our charge, but we can throw stuff into their backs. Rather devastating. Hero coming up the siege tower here. I need to be a little bit wary of. Looks like he's alone. We will annihilate this unit. Oh, more X-Raiders. We'll knock them over and then we'll send our boys back because there's too many heroes here. Run, boys. I'll take the hits for you. Go! Run! Run away! There! Run away! That's right. We saved more than half of the X-Raider unit, and that's pretty much all we can do in that situation with that little bit of a misplay there. I got too involved. I should have stayed sort of back a bit so it was easy to shuffle left when we saw more enemies, and I should have sent them back to the supply point sooner. So my mistake there was being too overconfident. There were too many heroes coming towards us, too many units, and when those other X-Raiders showed up, it became an absolute bloodbath. Alright, so we've got the X-Raiders again. Why? Because they're super OP. Why not? Why not? If you're not part of the solution, just go and be part of the problem. Oh boy, oh boy. I hope this unit gets fully nerfed in the end of the season. What I would like to see happen on this nerf is I would just like to see their tankiness taken away. They are tankier than Iron Reapers. They are tankier than Modau, and that's just unacceptable. It really is. I don't mind them phasing through things to get the ranged at the back. I mean, if you play too much ranged, it's kind of your fault. Yeah, we just need to go and put a stop to this. But yeah, I don't mind them being able to phase through stuff and kill ranged. I think maybe they shouldn't be able to phase through shield walls or something like that. But the biggest thing is that they are one of the toughest units in the game, and they're supposed to be a raider unit. They're just so unkillable. Like, as a longsword, I don't mind fighting and slashing against Iron Reapers, even if they knock me down and what. I don't mind fighting against Modau, but X-Raiders, I just got to step back and wait for the heal thing to stop, and it's just crazy, you know? They're just far too tanky. If they made them very squishy and they could still phase through people, oh man, we're getting surrounded. And they could still phase through people, and they could still kill the ranged as well as they do, I wouldn't mind that at all. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking and start fighting. Oh! Run! Run! Oh, we managed to save lots of them. Okay. Everybody got low health. I think we'll be okay though. Nobody's chasing. So, what do you think? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that nerfing the tankiness of the X-Raiders would be enough? Do you think that they should lose their phase ability? Me, myself, I don't mind the phase ability. It's that when they get to the phase ability and they do their double X through, that you can't kill them. You can have multiple heroes attacking them, multiple heavy infantry, and they just live. It's just appalling. That's the thing that really gets to me. Tell me what your thoughts are. If you could nerf them, how would you nerf them? I mean, other than delete them from the game. I know there's a lot of hate for this unit. More Grandies. It's alright, we should be able to smash their block, which will allow the Paladins to slaughter them. Palace Guard, not Paladins. But at this point, we have lost B. Yes, yes, yes. Things have not gone super well. But we still do have more than half a unit of axe raiders. We'll just quickly go and get some more axes. Friendlies, that's good. By the way, sometimes it is very difficult to see this cav coming towards us. It was very difficult to see whose side they're on. You can either look on the mini-map, and if it's not clear, you can bring up the big map. Or if you want to bring up the strategic map, you can hit Z. There's many ways you can tell very quickly, even though you can't identify them well visually. This is not a good place to defend, by the way. Not unless you have a nice big shield wall, but it's all fully trebable. It's much better to fall back into the base. Yeah. Apparently the only thing that kill axe raiders are other axe raiders. Alrighty. So here's kind of where I want to end up with my Pavise crossbows. We're in that little pagoda over the far side there. Good spot for it. But for now, let's all bunch up. See how much healing you can get done with a couple of longswords here? That's, you know, obscene amount of healing. 3 units here, 1,000 points, 1,000 health each tick. Each heal bubble. I mean, you're talking 60,000 healing every 20 seconds. No! Oh my goodness. What are you doing? No! This is foolish, boys and girls. Do not do this. This person... Wow, that was loud. This person just sacrificed their Modau to kill peasants. Why? What are you doing, friend? You might have got a couple of Iron Reapers too, but they just got smashed for absolutely no gain. That's just greedy. Doesn't matter about those numbers on the scoreboard at the end of the battle if you lose, does it? It's one of my favourite things to do here as a longsword, is just tank the axe raider axes. Ooh, cav, huh? Let's just slaughter the cav. Ow, 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 ow. Man, I'm getting away by the skin of my teeth a lot this game. Huzzah for full armour longswords. So this is getting messy, boys and girls. It's anyone's game at this point. See if I can trap this guy back inside. See how I went around him and knocked him back towards my troops. Unfortunately, the crossbows didn't want to shoot for him for some reason. They take a long time to aim. Que sera. This is more Modau wasting their ability on peasants. It's not a great thing. Oh, hello there. Hello there. How many ranged units will we utterly massacre? Oh, that's... Why? How? Oh my gosh. Something like 30 ranged units in there, or 30 units generally. That's right, Modau. That's what you want to use your skills on. Very good angle from those Falconetti. It seems, by the way, I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned this to anyone else, but we were talking about it in the Discord chat room. By the way, if you want to join the Discord and talk to us about Conqueror's Blade, all the people in the chat room, the link is in the description below. But, oh, I hope someone stops that cat. But it seems that those Shinji Grenadiers have got a shadow nerf. Shadow nerf means that they got nerfed and the devs or the GMs, whatever, didn't tell anyone. it looks like they're doing a lot less DPS now, and that when they get their shooting bonus after the grenade, that it's only very specifically into the circle, which it may have always supposed to have been, I don't know. But we've been discussing it in the chat room, and it seems that they have got that sort of nerf. Alright, that's a good place for Pavise crossbows. Nice and safe in there. Safe from the back way and the front way. Uh-oh. Oh, run, run, run. Behind the pikes, behind the pikes, behind the pikes. Open fire. Double shot. Dugga, 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 dugga. Oh, this is nasty. Oh! See, there's so much going on right now. There's so much going on right now. Go back and watch that again. I'm going to watch that again after the game. Go back and watch that again. What happened there is we were presented with a threat. We started falling back. The player with controlling the pikes had great game awareness, came in and saved us. They sort of got chopped apart. The Martella Lori had great game sense. They came in and stood amongst the Pavise crossbows to keep them alive and soak hits. From there, the people behind them started advancing into them. Our cavalry had noticed what was going on and flanked left, and we had another unit as well flanking right into them. They got smashed from 4 directions, and we had 2 players save a gold tier unit with their lesser units. That was incredible. Go and watch that again. So much happened there in the space of like 4 seconds. We're going to save our double shot at the moment. We're not going to pump double shot into the enemy. By the way, do you see how I've scattered out my crossbows over there? I haven't got them in that little light type formation because heroes will come in that back door and jump on them and kill multiple ones of them at the same time. So here we go. See the steel blades? You can't kill more than 1 or 2. And same with the short sword. He can't knock over more than a handful because they're all spread out. You should definitely spread them out if you have the space to do so. And don't leave them in that little tight formation. That's just... Oh, we got a kill even. So we put the double shot on once we saw the heroes were pushing in so that we could do more hero damage. Modao have got this covered. Those grandpas are doing great. And advance. Good boys. Excellent use of the charge doctrine on the Imperial Pike Guard. Wow, so like a lot of very skillful things happened in that last 1 minute of gameplay. That was quite excellent actually, quite excellent. And I'm seeing a lot of good stuff, like they sent the peasants in verse to soak damage when they were attacking us. That worked really well. Often it'll get people to cycle their skills and have their skills on cooldown when their real units come in. So we've almost invariably won at this point if we're pushing back and capturing the supply point. See on the map, we're recapturing that right supply point. It's fairly indicative that they don't have enough left to actually stop us do these things. So I'm going to pull the Pavise out. This is probably going to be fatal for the Pavise, but it doesn't matter. We've got less than a minute on the clock and the enemy can't really do anything. So these Falcon, at this point, that shield wall can't move forward, so they feel like they're doing something. The Falconetti at the back are getting kills. They're getting kills in a gold tier unit, so they feel like they're doing something. But the one thing they're not doing is pushing the point, and that's all that matters at this stage. I don't mind if the Pavise die. It would be nice that if they didn't, but who really cares? The point here is that we're pinning down those enemies so that they can't do jack, so that we're going to win the game. One thing I can do is I can go and knock down the shield wall, which will, for a short time, allow all of the range to get full damage on them, which should whittle down their numbers quite a bit. And there we go. Go, peasants! Go, get them! Go on! What a great game. GG, GG. Whoa, that was so good. I'm really excited about how pumped that last minute and a half was of the game there. That was fantastic. So we did 1.3, we took 1.9. We did gun down a lot of peasants as they sent them into that final point there, so that's all good. And God, the X-Raiders are disgusting. Pavise did great. Come in second. Guy at the top also got an X-Raider raid. We've clearly got an X-Raider raid. See, most of our kills are ranged units. And this guy also got an X-Raider raid. Oh, and he was the grandpa pusher at the start too, because you can see you got all of the Imperial Javelins. Anyway, boys and girls, well, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battle. Thanks so much for coming to my channel.